In this video, I'll explain the difference between coin margined and US dollar margined futures. If you go to futures on Binance, you can see USDT and coin margined here, right? So these are stable coin margined or US dollar margined, and then these are coin margined. We're trading the same assets and the same prices. The only difference is how we margin our trades. So you'll know with futures that the only thing we do with futures is put value in our account, known as margin, to pay for potential losses in our trades. So when we open a trade with futures, we don't actually exchange anything. We're opening the trade. And the reason the platform lets us open the trade is because we have some value to pay for a potential loss in that trade. Now, when we close the trade, that's then when we exchange our value. So if we make a loss, some of our value or our margin gets paid out for the loss. And if we make a profit, then our margin sits where it is and we actually get that profit from the market. How do you want to margin your trades? You need some value. So you can do that with US dollar value or stablecoin value, or you can do that with coin margin and coin value. These are slightly different though in the way that profits and losses are calculated, and so that's important to know. If you want to use dollars to margin your positions, which is the most popular way of trading in crypto, then you can use USDT or USDC. Either or is fine. These are just the quotes against the two major stablecoins. Most people would trade with USDT. Now, also, if you've got dollars in your account, why not earn some yield on those dollars? Most traders will want to put their collateral in a money market fund, which is very highly liquid, and they will earn yield on that. Now, in crypto, you're not going to be using money market funds, but Binance Futures allows you, instead of just putting the stablecoin in your account, which is earning no yield, you can go to campaigns. There's BFUSD, which is a dollar-like asset that earns a little bit of yield. I won't explain exactly how, but LDUSDT is a little bit simpler, where if you click on that, you can essentially transfer your USDT into Binance's Simple Earn account. Simple Earn is going to earn some yield, and that will actually accrue to the dollars that you have in your account. So you can use dollars earning some yield to margin your positions rather than just a stablecoin which isn't earning yield. These stablecoins are dollars invested in money market funds, and so we should be getting a little bit of yield from that, and that's going to help us out with our positions. Instead of the dollars sitting there, they're going to be earning some yield on top. Now, read the terms and conditions, and if you want to do that as well, but at least that would be earning some yield on top, and you can do that on Binance. Like I said, using dollars to margin trades is the most popular method because it's a fixed value in our account, and that makes it easy to work out how much value we have to fund positions. Everything in crypto is traded against a dollar price, so that's the reference. So if I put $1,000 in my account, I know exactly how much value I have there to fund my trades. This is where leverage comes in as well. With crypto, we can use leverage, and that means that you can open trades bigger than the amount of margin or cash that you have down. So let's say I'm using 2x margin. I have $1,000. With 2x, that means I can open a $2,000 trade with the market. I have a $2,000 trade, which is 2x leveraged on my margin, my cash, which is $1,000. Now, that makes it very easy to work out that if I have a $2,000 trade and I have $1,000 cash to pay for it, I can withstand a 50% drawdown, that 50% of the $2,000 trade. That's very easy to work out with dollars because I know I have $1,000 cash, a $2,000 trade. I know that a 50% drawdown wipes out my cash. That's when I get liquidated. But I know that very simply and easily. I also know that if I've got $1,000 and I have 2x leverage my $2,000 trade, if the price goes up 50%, then I make a 50% profit, but I'm using 2x leverage, so that's like 100% profit on the cash that I have down. That cash value doesn't change, so it makes it very easy to work out where your liquidation prices are if you're using leverage on top of the margin that you have. When trading US dollar margin futures, all of your profits and losses are exchanged in dollars or the stablecoin that you're using. So it's very easy to work out profits and losses. Now, going over to coin margined, so that would be here, COIN-M right here. Notice that we're trading Bitcoin USD, but we don't have a stablecoin at the end because we're actually trading Bitcoin versus the dollar exchange rate. Notice the price is basically the same. We're still trading Bitcoin versus dollars, but the difference here is that we're using coins to margin our trades. Also, with coin margined, your profits and losses are exchanged in the coin, not dollars. And this makes things much more volatile. Firstly, with using coins, we're actually still using the dollar value of them, right? Because we're still trading against dollars. So when we're putting coins on as collateral, the dollar value is used and the dollar value is now volatile. So rather than having $1,000, which we know doesn't change, will always be $1,000, with coins, the dollar value exchange rate changes as the price changes. So we can put $1,000 of Bitcoin on to fund our position. Now, if the Bitcoin price falls, that $1,000 we had is now only $800. If the Bitcoin price rises, the margin that we have now goes up in value to $1,200. So the collateral, the value that we're using, the margin that we're using is actually volatile in itself. That increases volatility a lot. But the profits and losses also come in the coin that you're trading. So if you make a profit, you actually exchange in Bitcoin, right? So you have your Bitcoin, you take your position, you take your profit. That exchange comes in Bitcoin, not dollars. Same for every other coin. Now, if you make a loss, you're also losing your Bitcoin as well. So you're not exchanging dollars now, you're actually exchanging the coin. So because you're using volatile assets as collateral, your margin, your collateral is more volatile. So there's more volatility in the trade. Gains and losses move exponentially. So for 1% move in the price, it's not like trading it with dollars where you make 1% plus your leverage. You are trading the exchange rate and the collateral that you have as well. So as the prices rise, if you're long with Bitcoin collateral, your collateral is moving up in price, your trade is moving up, and you're exchanging the coin, you actually make like more volatility to the upside in the trade that you're doing. And it's the same for the downside. For every percentage move in the price and the exchange rate, you can make very fast losses because your collateral is going down and the exchange rate is going down in your trade. If you're long, you're losing, right? So it's more volatile, it's more exponential in terms of the gains and losses that you can make. And so for just speculating, like if you're using Bitcoin to go long Bitcoin, that's more volatile. That's good in bull markets and seriously bad in bear markets. So it's more volatile, more risky, and you have to be aware of your collateral and the trade, because just a small move to the downside, if both your collateral and your trade is losing, can wipe you out very fast. So you have to be much more aware, probably use way less leverage in your trades there. Another way to trade with coin margin futures is to use hedging. This is when you have the asset itself and you actually take a short trade against the asset price. The reason being, let's say you're at the top of a bull market, you have Bitcoin, you don't want to sell your asset, but you think the next 6 months or 12 months, the price is probably going to go down. So what do you want to do, right? Do you just want to sit on your hands and then wait for your collateral to value? You can do that and you can just be a long-term investor. But if you think the price is going to fall of your asset, but you don't want to sell it because you don't want to have a tax liability and everything like that, then you can actually use that as collateral to trade with and take a short position against the asset. So you deposit the Bitcoin into your account, then you take a sell side or a short trade, and that's known as a hedge because you've got the collateral funding a sell order or a short trade against the collateral. That's a hedge because as the collateral value falls and your Bitcoin price falls, your short trade makes money because you've sold looking to buy back lower. And so that's a hedge against potential falls in the value. Again, that's quite risky because if you put the collateral there and you have a short trade and the price goes up, then you're going to be making very big losses in that short trade, which can obviously wipe out the Bitcoin anyway. But it is another thing you can do with coin margin is actually hedge against the assets that you own. You can get some great deposit and trading bonuses on the exchanges I use via the links below in the description. And if you want some more in-depth videos on leverage and margin trading, including seeing me open and close some positions, those videos will be down in the description as well. I'm James, this is Money ZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.